I'm Kat, the founder of the Virtual Writing Retreat, and I want to share our winning strategy with you. So, I'm going to do a really quick video on how we work and take you through a day of VWR. So, generally, we meet at 8:45. The retreat starts at 8:45. So, you'll sign into your community profile or make a profile if it's your first time, and you will be in the chat room that we use to hold the retreat. Generally, we begin with introductions. So, introduce yourself, what institution you're at, what your research is about, your discipline, and what stage you are in the process. We also encourage people to share how they're feeling about the day ahead. So, it could be that you're feeling really motivated and you're really enjoying this particular part of the PhD, but it could also be a difficult part of the PhD and that you're struggling. And then that helps us allocate support throughout the day. Then, once we've done our introductions and chatted a little bit, we move on to goal setting at 9 o'clock. And that generally starts with a prompt from us. We have different approaches to goal setting, and you'll find one that fits you over the course of your use at VWR. And then at 9:15, we begin the writing process. And that first block lasts until 11 o'clock. During that writing period, it's absolutely distraction free. We protect that time for writing and research so you can work in a really focused and deep way, which is the most productive way to work. Our morning block is the longest block of the day between 9:15 and 11 o'clock. So we highly encourage people to set a timer and follow the Pomodoro technique. But the reason that we have it that length is because when you first start using the Pomodoro technique, you'll probably follow the 25-5 method. But after you've been using that for a while, your concentration levels will increase and you'll be able to sit in a focused way for a longer period of time. And we think that between 9:15 and 11 is probably the sweet spot of productivity. Then we have our first check-in at 11 o'clock. And this is just a really good time to check that you're still on track. You know, it's very easy to go down rabbit holes on the research process. So, are you still working towards the goals that you set in the morning? But it's also a really good time to check in with yourself. If your stress levels have elevated in that time, then you can think about decreasing your academic goals and increasing your well-being goals. We'll take you through the goal setting in the morning. So if you don't really know what that means, you will by the end of the day. And yeah, so this is your opportunity to grab a cuppa, chat to each other, just generally have a bit of a laugh. And, you know, that's us building in social time to the research and writing process. Then it is back into the writing process at 11:15. And that time is completely protected. You can't message the forum, you can't send chats. It's back to work time and get focused. But luckily, this next block is really, really quick. It's our quickest one. We stop for lunch at 12:30. And generally, by the time 12:30 comes, you realize that you've probably got like the bulk or substantial amount of work done in the morning, and that feels pretty good. So usually at 12:30, we're pretty keen to go for our lunch. So we'll check in with our groups and then we'll just go get something to eat. Um, During this time, often the facilitators will share information with you. So on a Monday, we focus on like sharing our writing or our productivity tip. On a Wednesday is Wisdom Wednesday. So that's when we generate a topic and then the community shares their knowledge on the topic. So it's like gathering all that collective wisdom. And on Fridays, generally are geared towards social. So it's just like that bit more of a laid back, informal fun time, which is awesome. So lunch lasts till about 1:15. And then for those 15 minutes between 1:15 and 1:30, we just kind of like recheck in and reconfirm our goals. We will adapt if we need to adapt. And yeah, we get ready to write again at 1:30. And that's us in our last facilitated block at 1:30. And this will last till 3 o'clock. So again, radio silence, time to work, completely protected, and you will not be distracted. Everybody is working on this shared schedule. And then the 3 o'clock alarm goes. No, there's no alarm, but you're notified at 3 o'clock that it's time to finish. And we do a short reflective practice. Now, I have to admit, reflections is my favorite part of the day. I love reading about other people's processes, how they've approached things, how they've overcome some challenges, what worked for them, what didn't. And that's kind of what reflection is all about. It's all about improving your process, and it really does work. And plus, you're learning off the knowledge of others. So normally you can leave at 3:15, and often I do, but there's a community of diehards in VWR that I occasionally join who work together till 5 o'clock. We call them the 5 p.m. club. So you're basically allowed or welcome to stay in the channel for the remainder of that whole day together, like till midnight, if that's what you want to do. But generally, people work to either 3:15 or 5 o'clock on. Probably one of the best things about working in this structured way with a community is that once you finish, you feel accomplished. The process is designed to help you recognize small wins and see the progress on a day to day basis. So it really reduces the feelings of guilt for taking the evening off or weekends off. We are huge advocates of time off on PhD for sure. We do not support overworking in academia, not at all. So we think this process allows you to release some of that guilt of taking some time off, which you completely deserve. And yeah, that's our winning strategy. That's what's getting people through their PhD and over the finish line. Our drop-in room that runs on a Tuesday and a Thursday. I'm actually in it right now, and sometimes at the weekends. It kind of follows a similar format, but it's less structured. Like it's more relaxed. So if that is a preferred way for you, perhaps you would like our drop-in room. But generally, when people learn our strategy, learn our format, they stick with it. And yeah, thanks for listening. And I'll leave links below on how you can sign up and join us. And we have some free days coming up in January. Have a look at our website, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Boom, we're like a Marvel movie with a little bit at the end. I had planned to make this video like 2.5 minutes long, but here it is at 8 odd minutes. Yeah, turning into a typical academic that talks too much.